Hey, good morning. It is Thursday. Heading to Walmart. They're opening in about 20-25 minutes. I gotta get a few things. And I like to hit them up as soon as they open. No rush, you know. Not a lot of people. I just like getting my shit done early, you know. What do you guys think of my fucking Jimmy Hoffa special over here? So I'm growing my hair out, and yesterday I wanted to get like a little trim, and you know, I don't know, I kind of like the length on top, and I like, you know, it's like a 1 and probably like a, I don't know, 7, 6 on top. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I every once in a while, like, I'll go to a different barber. If I'm not shaving my own head, you know, I'll go to a different barber here and there. For like 20 years, and I think I told this story on a previous episode of this Vietnamese lady. I've been going to Fancy Cut for like 20 years. You know, I'm talking about when my son was little, my daughter was little. I used to take them when I'd get my haircut. I get my son's haircut there. But they're all grown. They can cut their own goddamn hair. I've never taken Roman there because he's a spaz. You know, he's autistic and he moves, and you know, and so I cut his hair and I do the best I can with it. He trusts me. You know what I mean? So anyway, so every once in a while I go to this Supercuts. I went. Yesterday was my 3rd time I ever been there, but you're talking over a 6-month span. So the lady there, I talked with, she's really nice. She's not going to be there much longer. She put in her 2-week notice. But I really like how, what she did with my hair. You know, you can't do much with this. I have a big old forehead, and I do got a little hair up there still. But I'm wanting to grow it out. I'm tired of shaving it. And so, because I've been shaving it all these years and keeping it short, I have all these cowlicks, where my hair just goes any which way. And so it's not very trainable right now. So, and then I'm probably not going to let it go any longer on top than this. And I think I'll just keep it number 1. Anyway, 2 points I'm trying to make is, when I put the gel in my hair, I just let it, it's like, I'm not really trying to make it all spiky like this. I just took gel, and this is how it is. So fuck it. I don't feel like wearing a hat today. And so this is how my hair is going to be for a while. So I don't give a shit, really. At least it's clean cut down here, it's not overgrown. I got a bunch of neck hairs or whatever. So in saying that, I've been paying, I remember when I first started going there, it was like $8. Not Supercuts, but my original one, Fancy Cut. And so now it's like up to $25, right? Like, inflation, I understand. But there's some barbers out there. Like, I had this young guy riding in my car earlier in the week. Real nice kid. And I picked him up at a salon. Right? And usually you think, oh, women's getting their hair. But, there are barbers there, too, and they give you the works. Anyway, he paid like $50-$60 because he gets, like, the line-up shave. He gets the eyebrows taken care of. He gets this fucking scalp massage. And I don't need all that. You know what I mean? But the prices they're pretty expensive, right? To get your haircut these days. And there are some people that go weekly because they want to look fresh. You know what I mean? And so there's big business in it. I should have been a fucking barber. But anyway, I signed up for Supercuts membership. Which I was like, do I really need this? Like, I don't even come here that often. But the girl made a good point. She's like, look, you're paying like what? $25-$30 with the tip today. What if you paid $21 a month, tip it, at your leisure whenever you want, but $21 a month, and you can pretty much go in every week, So I took advantage of it. I was like, okay, I'm going to pay the 21. I'm just going to keep coming here. I'm going to come every 2 weeks. Fuck it. 2 haircuts a month for $21. And then, I'll leave like, 18% is like $4 or $5. So that's what I'll do. I'll just, I'll leave cash tip. So I'm part of Supercuts membership. And I can keep my hair like this all the time. Yeah, why not? I'm older, no more high and tights. I can't do the high and tights or the high fades. Not with this fucking forehead. I mean, I could barely pull this off. So I don't even know if I should grow my hair on top. I don't want to look like those guys that are holding on to their hair for dear life. I know my forehead's huge. It really is. And it slants backwards. But I figure, hey, man, I'll go for the Jimmy Hoffa look. He kind of had the same. No, he kind of had a short forehead, didn't he? All right, Jack Nicholson. Who cares? All I know is, it looks decent right now compared to what it was yesterday at this time, because it was just kind of growing out and yeah. Anyway, so today I am not working because I get my bonus, my Uber bonus, and then I'm like, man, that's like a day's wage, or maybe a little more, almost 2 days' wage. So, fuck it. I'm taking today off, and I'm taking tomorrow off. And, yeah. So my wife likes her rental. She got the rental vehicle. It's a Chevy Equinox. So she's really digging that car. She was all excited to go driving around and stuff. So, anyway, haven't heard anything about the car. It's probably going to be a week or so before we hear anything. I don't know if I mentioned, but there was a piss smell in the car, apparently, according to the tow truck driver. And so when he dropped off at Caliber Collision, he mentioned that. So the people at Caliber Collision said, okay, we're going to give it a cleaning before we do any repairs. So added cost to the insurance. But yeah, so I don't know if the fucking guys or guy that stole, or girls that tried to steal the car, they pissed in it or what. But apparently it stinks. My wife got all her, shit out of there, and they're gonna give it a nice little detail before they start fixing it. Yeah, a little weird. But anyway, so I'm going to Walmart. I got to get a few things. I got to get a couple trash cans, new trash cans, because mine are old and fucked up, and I want some specifically for the recyclables I'm going to cash in. The aluminum and plastic, I'm going to start collecting that again. Before I was just throwing it away, which is, I know it's bad, but I want to use that money towards stocks. I had mentioned before, like, I was collecting silver. And it's nice. It's a nice commodity to have, in case something happens. And you need, like, that extra income, or you can just save it for a rainy day and cash it in and go buy something nice or whatever. So I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm tired of it. Because it's, basically I'm tired of holding on to, like, material things. Like, I just want to travel light. You know what I mean? I want to have the money, but I don't want to. I have to store it. There's only a couple things that I want to physically keep, and because it'll always hold their values. I have firearms and I have ammunition. Right? Ammunition's expensive right now, especially in California. And I have, I got like 4 pistols and a couple shotguns and 5 rifles. So I have quite a bit of firearms, and I like them. I'm just, I collect them. I haven't shot any of the ones I have right now. But I'm tired of the whole silver thing, so I decided, I'm going to cash some in, and I'm going to buy stocks instead. I know it's risky, and anything can happen, but you know what? I mean, at least I go through Cash App. My brother-in-law goes through Robinhood. You can go through, all sorts of apps and just buy, small increments of stocks and what are the ETFs and bonds and all the other shit, Bitcoin, crypto. You know, there are a lot of apps. I like going through Cash App because it's so easy. And I have like a Cash App card, accounts linked to my bank. And it's so easy. Like, you can literally buy $1 worth of any stock. Well, they have like a list of, they probably don't have every single one, but so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to invest in stocks, and just whenever I have pocket change or I cash in cans or anything like that, or I'm just going to put it in the bank, and from my bank, I'm going to buy stocks. And I'm just going to, you know, build my portfolio or whatever. So I picked 10 different stocks that I've been throwing shit in, including Bitcoin. So 10 stocks and then Bitcoin. So there's 11 different, you know, things I'm investing in. And I'm not doing silver anymore. In fact, I'm giving my brother-in-law some silver for a gun that he actually bought for me and never put in his name. So I'm like, let me just buy it back. I'll give you $200 worth of, because that's what he paid. It's like a High Point cheap ass 9mm, but he's never gonna put his name. I just don't want somebody to get a hold of it and kill somebody with it. It's in my fucking name, you know. So he's like, yeah, I'll take that deal. So I'm gonna give him $200 worth of silver coinage and get my gun back today. And I told myself I'm not buying any more gold, no more silver. Not, you know, I'm investing in stocks and Bitcoin. End of story. You know what I mean? And you know, just keep building on it, and that'll be my retirement. I know a lot of people like to do roundups. You know, like acorns, where if you go buy something at the store, they'll, you know, let's say it's, you paid for something, it's like $7.58, right? They'll round it up, whatever the difference is, to $8. They'll throw it in stocks for you. Well, I like to do it myself. You know what I mean? So I want to physically put money into stocks. Well, digitally, but you know what I mean? I want to be in control of it. And, you know, $1, $2 here, there, you just keep putting it away. And I like doing a thing called the leapfrog method. It's something I heard before. Where, look, okay, so you got 10 different stocks, right? And then you all started off with $1. And let's say one goes down and it's down to like 88 cents. Well, don't panic, okay? Because you got to think of it as, now you're going to get this stock for a discounted price, and your dollar's going to go a lot further. So what you do is, all the other ones are over $1 and that one's 88 cents, put money into the 88 cent one. Because now you're getting more stocks for your money, right? So as it goes down, buy. As it goes up, you know, put money in the lower one. So if you have 10 different stocks, invest, I don't know, $5-6 in the bottom one, the one that has the least amount of value. And then just keep doing that. And then, you know, after a while, you know, you're starting to build them all up. And then when they do go up, you know, your original investment might have been $1. Well, what happens when that fucking stock goes up to, you know, $2 or $3, you know? So you want to ride it down and then watch it go up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. It's a neat kind of technique, and I think, I mean, that's pretty much what big time investors do, is, you know, they watch the stock market, and as it goes down, they don't panic. They're the ones that drive the market, the rich people, right? They see it go down and everybody goes, oh, I gotta sell this. Oh no, not these rich motherfuckers. They go and they put like millions into it when it drops, you know? And then what happens? It becomes a trend again. Somebody bought a bunch of fucking stocks, everybody follows suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it, you know, on a lesser scale, like a way lesser scale. I'm putting fucking chump change into my shit. So, yeah. So no more silver. So when I cash in, that's why I'm getting these fucking garbage cans for my recyclables. And those recyclables, when I fill up these cans, I'm taking them to the recycle center, getting my cash, putting it in my bank, and then boop, right into Cash App stocks. And I have some known ones like Costco wholesale, GE, General Electric aerospace division. I don't know. I got them kind of spread out. You know, I got, I'm trying to think right now. I got some video game type stocks. Kind of lesser known, but all of them give dividends. And I don't like when they reinvest the dividends into that stock. I would rather it go into my savings, my Cash App savings account. So when I get the dividends quarterly, right? So it's coming up at the end of a quarter, April. So usually the dividends go in the following month, like May, right? And so they're just going to go into my savings account. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it from my savings account and invest in the lower valued stock. So that's how I work it. I'm not like a financial genius or anything, just some things I learned on the way, and I'm going to start working it, man. It's going to be that's going to be my new hobby. Well, besides writing. I like writing too, but I'll be watching stock market trends, and just for my own little personal bullshit. You know, I want to make my little accounts. They're just baby accounts right now. I want them to grow, and I'm going to stay committed and loyal and write them down and watch them high. So anyway, man, I think I got to poop. I'm glad I'm at Walmart. They always have clean bathrooms in the morning. All right, what else do I need? I got to get envelope for my April receipts, 2 trash cans. I'm going to get some Corona. I was debating whether I want to go to red carpet today or not. I think I'm just going to wait till Monday after work, because my daughter and I are going to go out of town tomorrow, and it's just going to get fucking dirty. So I was going to clean it yesterday, but I went to my brother-in-law's. So I'm probably maybe I'll just clean it when I get home. Hose it down, blow it out, By the way, that's more effective if you use a blower to blow all the fucking dust and, leaves and all that shit that, people track in. Use a blower, and it's a lot less strenuous than a fucking vacuum. Here they're all, with the stupid face. Anyway. All right, guys. Dog food. I didn't write it down. Motherfucker. Anyway, it's gonna be a good day if I don't shit myself. But all right, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm getting Roman later, so I'll probably see you then. All right. Bye.